Because my third eye's open and there's piss in my eggnog. Alright, and we're back with some more Diablo 2, baby. So what have I been doing? We look a little bit different. Let's go ahead and get into it first, shall we? So we've given our man a Dimax hue. That's new. I got that from Andariel. Still using Biggin's Bonnet. Blood wrap. Kind of shitty rare, but... Alright, here's where it gets interesting. So we're using Treads of Chitin, or Chthon, I don't know yet. Mainly because of the little bit faster run walk, and of course, we also get extra life, less stamina drain. It's just okay for now. Still using Nagel Ring. I switched over to Night Smoke, so we have all res, and you'll see why in a minute. Also gives us some mana, which I really need. Also gives us 50% damage to mana, so that kind of helps out a little bit too. It's not as good as Saigon's in terms of, like, you know, size, but it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. Still using this kind of shitty ring. Switched over to Mage Fist. This gives you 1 to fire skills, not all skills, but fire skills. And faster cast rate and some mana regen, which is pretty dope. Wall the Eyeless Bone Shield, just pretty much for, you know, faster cast rate, and it's just kind of okay. We're supplementing the resistance with this. This is just more faster cast rate. This also gives us some little bit more mana, and this is still the same. Still using stealth. There's not very many exciting things. I'll go over here. So these are what I was using. These are all twinked. You can see if I go over here, I've swapped these over. So still looking forward to using this at 27. This is going to be pretty sick. Not sure if I want to use a Rhyme Shield or not yet, but we'll see. Yeah, these were what we were using before, so nothing super crazy. Those are all from Twix, or sorry, some Butterfinger. Some more runes, more rings. I used some jewels to try and make this shield for a while. It wasn't really that good. Just because it had sockets open, I decided to put them in there. We didn't find anything new. I found another Kleeglaw, but I sold it. Found another Hotspur last session, sold it. These are just the flawed tab growing. These are going to get cubed up later on. What else? Those are the runes, you know the deal. And then this is empty. I just did some Andy runs. Did about an hour of that. It wasn't very good. I didn't get very many good items from it, because it's Andariel normal, for God's sake. Haven't touched anything in Act 2, because fuck that. And we're just going to go ahead and get into it. So, yeah. Not much has changed skill-wise. I don't think we leveled up. So at this point, we're going to be putting points into getting Blizzard by 24. That's our next plan. And Fireball's kind of okay where it's at right now. Let's see, how much is Mana Shield? 24. So that might be a pretty tall order to invest in, but we'll see as we go later. But yeah, that's pretty much all we've done, really. That's too different. Let's see how the teleport works. That's not teleport. Yeah. Yeah, that feels good, doesn't it? Does that do anything for you? So we're pretty much just gonna bum rush Act 3. This is why I've been really kind of wanting to record, even though I'm a little bit tired. I mean, I've been awake since like 7. It's 12 o'clock right now for me. How are we doing with fetishes? They die pretty easy? Well, I'm not hitting them correctly, but... Oh, look at that. That just melts shit. This is so good. So yeah, we're using some Twink gear, but this was the entire goal of this entire, like, Let's Play series, so... Alright, I might take that Brandistock, but at this point I just want to kind of get rid of, like, this whole act. I just want to get it over with at this point. We've already done Spider Dungeon, so now this is why I say Act 3 sucks if you're a melee character. It does not suck when you're an Amazon or maybe a Druid or anything else, because you're so ranged, and it's just... The ability to teleport also greatly helps. So I'm very excited. I've got some iced hazelnut coffee next to me, like last night, and a bottle of homemade kombucha. You know, I haven't really talked about kombucha. If you don't know what it is, it's fermented tea with some sugar and a SCOBY. And the SCOBY creates like acidity, which creates very low alcohol content, less than like a O'Doul, because I don't drink alcohol. And yeah, it's like a fizzy kind of soda tea hybrid. It's pretty cool. It almost tastes like apple cider. It's like a light green tea flavor. I usually make mine with green tea. I've made it with black, but I think green tea makes a much better like bite to it. It's a little bit more neutral. Black tea tends to be a little bit, I don't like the aftertaste of it as much, but it's still good. Like, it's just a very clean, good beverage. It's good for your stomach. It's good for your probiotic intake, like yogurt or cheese or something like that, except it tastes really, really good. And I can actually eat it. Well, you don't eat the SCOBY. You can, but it'll make your fucking intestines explode probably because it's so much bacteria. But yeah, we're gonna pretty much be kicking ass through Act 3. I'm not really planning on doing any of the side quests this series on camera. Probably just gonna go straight into getting to Mephisto. We don't need to go in the arachnid layer. That's entirely unnecessary. So this is one advantage of having a sorceress, is you can just fucking bolt through Act 3, because this, like, map generation for, like, a melee character, oh, it's ass. You guys have seen me do it before. You can essentially just chip right over stuff and be like, hey, see you later, bro, and then just waltz away. It is so absolutely amazing. We are pretty tanky for this, but that does not mean I can take much damage. So I'm kind of two-shotting most enemies. That's pretty good. That's kind of where I want to be right now. I'll say it once and I'll say it again, man. Sorceress is one of those classes where you can really, really tear ass for a long time before you start hitting walls. The main walls, of course, are going to be probably just immunity. That tends to be my biggest hurdle as a Sorceress player. I'm not a good Sorceress player. I'm not even a good Diablo 2 player at all, period. People like Dabrunsky just put me to shame, man. I love Dabrunsky. He's great. I'm not endorsed by Dabrunsky. I just think he's good. I like him and DJ Waters. I like talking with DJ Waters. He's pretty cool. Yeah, they're all pretty cool people. Like I said, the only person in the community I don't really like is probably Extimus, and that's just because he kind of went over the deep end. He kind of started off strong, and then he got, like, really weird. Like that insane thing where he made up drama about DJ Waters and everything and was, like, fucking crying and shit. It was really uncomfortable. Not saying if you like him, you're bad, but, I couldn't get into him after that. I just felt too weird. You see, I'm mentally ill. I know you probably are like, are you real? This is probably not gonna be a good ring, but let's go ahead and see what it is. Never! You tell him, Decker. It's probably gonna be Nagelring. That's not... no. Menald? You know... it is 20 to life. I think we're fine. Yeah, we'll take that Menald. That's pretty good. I was thinking there's only a handful of rings this can honestly be. I mean, it's not gonna be like an SOJ. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, I like DJ Waters. He's probably my favorite next to Dabrunsky. But anyways, yeah, I make kombucha every week. I make 2 gallons of kombucha. I bought myself a SCOBY, and I have 3 as of now. 2 of them I've grown, so I'm just kind of multiplying them, and every year, yeah, every year I do this. I've only done this for a year, but man, yeah, a year. So every week I harvest the SCOBYs, like the baby ones from like the brew, because when you're doing it, you're getting like little baby ones growing in all the bottles. I just take a, well, I use like wooden chopsticks, and I like kind of weasel it out as carefully as you can. You don't want to like, oh, that's not bad money. Yeah, you just kind of like weasel it out of there. They're really, really easy to grow, and then every week I do the whole harvest thing, and I do 2 brews. So the first brew is just the initial kombucha, and then the second brew is the bottling section where I just put it in like glass bottles I bought and leave it on the counter for the rest of the week. So every week you get 2 gallons, and every week I get some baby scobies. So, and then I have a little pickle jar that I cleaned out really, really good, and I have a like little SCOBY hotel in there where the other ones live when the other ones aren't being used. So yeah, and then I put the babies in there and they grow off of the other one, and I change out the tea water every month in there so I can keep the vinegar, and I can use that for cleaning solution, and I can use it for like just, you know, vinegar being awesome. So yeah, I kind of do that every week. It's really fun. It's like strangely relaxing. It's a little bit tedious, but it's the good kind of tedious to me. So yeah, what am I going to do this session? We're just going to get probably Act 3 done as fast as I can, because, you know, I'm not going to fuck around in Act 3 very long. It's not very hard for a sorceress, but you can see why Firebolt is not as good as Fireball. Fireball absolutely is one of the best sorceress skills, because that little bit of AoE damage is just enough. It is literally just enough to where you can bottleneck enemies like that, and you can absolutely just kick some serious ass. So I'm trying to find the dungeon here, and that's proving to be very difficult, more so than it probably should be. I'll take that with me, why not? Impossible. Impossible? What do I got going on? Oh, god damn it, I do. I was like, I don't have that much stuff in there, and then I realized it very quickly I do. So yeah, this sorceress is moving along pretty well. Oh god, I had to itch, and that was a terrible mistake. I just got out of the shower, so I'm still kind of drippy. I have hair down to my ass, so what do you expect of me, man? I hate that feeling. It's the only thing I don't like about having long hair, is when you take a shower and your hair is still just dripping like a fucking faucet. It's awful, I hate it. It's just that little sensation, like, because I sit cross-legged almost all the time, so I feel it on my fucking, like, foot as it's dripping on my foot, and it's gross. I just took a shower, I'm clean, but it's still gross. I don't like the feeling. I don't like water dripping on me, it's just a nasty feeling. It's not like a sensory thing, I think most people don't like it. Aryan Shield, oh... If I was playing as a paladin, that'd be great. But I'm not now, aren't I? I probably couldn't even use it if I wanted to, that's another one too. Oh, that's a unique pack, that's gotta be over there. So we're trying to find the fucking Gibden right now, which is proving to be unbelievably difficult. By the way, I haven't even pointed this out yet. Look how fast I'm casting. If you don't believe me when I say cast rate is extremely important as a sorceress or any caster class, look at that. Look at the damage on that shit. Do you really think I'm kidding when I say it's good? This has got to be it. This is generally what the thing looks like. And now you can see why I'm like, yeah, I cut out a lot of the grinding so you guys don't have to watch it, because this took about an hour of Andy farming to get kind of like the levels for this and everything. And obviously I've been playing the whole time. It may be twink gear, but your process is still the same. You gotta find stuff, obviously. But yeah, I mean, the mana consumption's not super crazy yet. It's not... Oh, god damn it. We're probably really... I don't know. This doesn't look like the Gibden's gonna be in here. This does not look like what it generates as. Yeah, this is that little mod that doesn't really do it. This is a just random dungeon. I don't want that mess. But yeah, you can see what I mean. You need to make sure you're on top of your mana consumption, because when you're not, it's just an absolute chore. And it becomes much easier when you get into like Nightmare and Hell, when the potion vendors are all in the super range, because as it stands, a light mana pot is barely enough to fill up my mana, so I can hardly keep casting as quickly as I want to. But yeah, we have 119 and 261, so our mana is probably going to end on this character as higher than my life by just proxy, probably. This is the end of the area. Why am I being really stupid? Okay, that's a good way to get killed, Seth. Ooh. Ugh, never mind. I was like, that could be good. It was not. It was hot garbage. I'll take the scale mail for loot. And rejuves, cool. So it looks like we found Kurost. I'll actually do a lower Kurost clear while I'm here. That might actually get me a level up. That's pretty cool. I might be able to use... No, I need 29 to use lore. I don't know what the rune words I'm going for is going to be. So I'll show you guys how I do the lower Kurost runs. I said this in every single season, but it's... And every single difficulty I go through this, but it's because a lot of people have never seen this or they don't know this. When people say lower Kurost, they're talking about doing what I'm doing right now. But there is a little catch. So we found the waypoint. That's cool, I guess. I'm tempted to do it later, but we'll do it now. We're already here. We're pretty much safe in here. Okay, so... What we're looking for is these huts right here that I'm standing in on the map, and there's going to be a fire pit in between the two of them, and they're these two longhouses, and they have like a fireplace in the middle. Sorry, fire pit in the middle. So what that does is that has a chest in it, which has a drop bias towards runes. What else does it have? It has runes, jewelry, and mainly just like... Oh, Cox. Yeah, it's pretty much just like, you know, it's a good chest to find. I've gotten... I don't know what the highest... I think the highest rune I've ever gotten from there was Burr. That was ages ago, but yeah. In Hell difficulty, it's just a wonderful spot to get to, so you can just start farming. It's not even a very hard thing, and it's always a guaranteed spawn in every single lower Kurost map. Yeah, we need to go back and deposit some of this shit. Yes! We'll put it in the loot tab, why not? I'm not really worried about sorting this all out until later, on my own time. That's not what I picked up, is it? Oh, it is. Cool, that's nice. Life charms are always cool. We'll put that in there, why not? I don't need that. It's garbage. Also, I can't express it enough, dude. Having a Herodric Cube is always one of the nicest things in the game. When you start to get them, again. Because every time you start out the character, you can't do what I just did. And it slows you down, and it drives me crazy. Because most of your inventory is going to be covered up with charms by the end of your character. Well, it wasn't before charms were introduced, but still. So, anyways, this chest is fairly common, like, in, like, the middle of the map, usually. This is not what it is. If you see me do this, you know exactly what I'm looking for. Sometimes there's also armor stands, there's like weapon stands in it. It kind of looks like this, but this isn't what we're looking for. Oh, it's over here, I bet. $9 says it's like right here. Well, it's a good thing I didn't shake on it. Yeah, this is a really good chest to farm in every difficulty because the drop bias is really high for runes, and the drop bias is very high for jewelry, so if you want to up tier runes and you want to get like some chips and some goodies, it's a really good thing. It does not take very long, especially if you're playing as sorceress or like paladin, because you have like charge or, you know, all those good things that make you move faster. Okay, this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. So this chest right here, not this one, but this one, this is the Uber chest. This is the fire pit that I have the mouse over right here. It looks like this. And then there's a long house across from it and right here. See what I mean? So this has a bias towards all sorts of stuff. I can... You know, let's just keep pushing through Kurost. And I'll do it in a minute. Let's get a level up first. I think that's prudent. What was I going to say? So yeah, you can see what I mean. With teleport, you can just go from the waypoint, and you can pretty much just cheese your way there really quickly. So, yeah, look at how fast we can finally fucking cast teleport. It's so nice. And we leveled! Yay! Let's put it into strength, because I want to get my strength up now, before it's too late. Glacial Spike, yes! Oh, yes, Glacial Spike. How's it going? It's been a while, B. I think this pierces enemies. Am I right in saying that? It's been literally like 3 or 4 years since I've done this, so I can't remember. Alright, I'm gonna get all the waypoints except the Yeah, let's just get all the waypoints while we're here. This does not take long. Since I'm a sorceress, it's very easy to do. So we need to find a few dungeons, and we can get a skill point from that. Ah, god damn it, that's Blizzard, by the way. Not the company. If it was the company, I'd be in deep shit. So, cool. Oh my god, I love... No, it doesn't pierce enemies, but it looks like it has a cold proc that comes off of it. That's pretty cool, I guess. So you can see what I mean. We're already starting to get our skills oriented. So I'm trying to find these dungeons, because these contain an item that we need to find for a quest. This one does not take very long. These dungeons are very short. Holy shit, I don't want to be in there. That is a room full of no. Let's just throw down some bullshit in there. Okay, good. These dungeons are very dangerous. They always have 1 to 2 unique packs in them, and they're always crammed, and they're fucking dangerous. So we're looking for a unique book or some shit like that we need to take to Deckard Cain, and he's like, hey, you need this, I want that, and I'll take it from you. And you give it to him, and then... No! I'm thinking of something totally different. Fuck. It doesn't matter. Basically, we need to find something. All of Diablo 2 in a nutshell. Did I go in this corner? I don't think I did. Oh, that could be bad. I don't want to teleport in there yet. Okay, why not? That could have been bad. Okay, cool. So, these dungeons are really short. There's actually quite a few of them. They are TC-85s in Hell difficulty, but the big problem you face there is, well, the density's pretty bad. It's generally also very few enemies. You're not going to kill all that much stuff in there. So it might be in your best interest, but it might not be. Your mileage may vary of what your class can do, and also depending on what immunities you're facing and stuff like that. Immunities are what make Diablo 2 hard. They really are. If you get an immune monster, that's... Your way of playing has to completely change in like a second. Otherwise, you're probably not going to have a good time. I'm just kind of hovering around here, just trying to scope out shit. I'm not really worried about enemies at this point, because there's not a lot in Act 3 that can kill me. I mean, the Council can be a huge problem. Ooh, an Ithroon. And an Ithroon! That's just super duper, man. Those itchies are a problem, but they're not the worst. They do get the immune to physical damage if you're playing in Hell difficulty, so you do have to remember that for later. We experienced that sort of fun shit when we were playing as Butterfinger. For those of you who are long time no sees. Is this even unique? Sorry, it's rare, so at least I can hold on to it and not feel too bad. There's, I think, one more dungeon in here we need to find. Why am I doing that? That is such a dangerous idea. I've mentioned this before as well. So when you teleport with any amount of followers, like summons as Necro, stuff like that, whenever you teleport, you can see that he actually follows me, like, where my character lands. So that's actually really useful for Maggot Lair. And it's also really... Hey, we made it to Upper Kurast. We're that cool. Also, yeah, teleport breaks a lot of the difficulty of some areas because you can just cheese shit like that. We'll do this. I don't know what dungeon this is. Forgotten Reliquary. Okay, cool. I'm trying not to get... I'm not overextending, I hope, because if I do, I'm gonna die really hard, and it's gonna hurt really bad. A lot of these enemies in here can hit very, very, very tough, but I have a lot of fire res. You can see my reses are a little bit different now. But my cold res is just ass. I need to really get on that. We also have to do sewers still. I'm not really sure what else we could really necessarily need to do in Act 3. Obviously, the main thing we're trying to do right now is we're trying to get to Mephisto, because Mephisto equals good loot, and there's what we're looking for. Yay! What? Oh, I guess that wasn't the exact one. Oh, we're looking for Hera, or whatever her name is, right? That's the name of that unique. But yeah, that's not too bad, I hope. We're clearing pretty well, but you know what they say, don't overextend, because you'll I don't know. You'll die. I haven't even drank anything that I've got next to me yet. I've been awake for a while, but I went to bed at like 2 because I took a fucking monster nap the other day. Let's go restock. Greetings. Stay a while and listen. I'll look at all this later. If you're curious, that's what I do. I don't really immediately look at like items when I have them. Unless it's a unique, then I usually stop everything I'm doing for it, because uniques are almost always in your best interest. Okay, so go to Ormus here.
You now speak to Ormus.
I love Ormus. Ormus is badass. Okay, so how much is this? 160? Cool, these are actually useful for me. Let's do that, and I was gonna buy some more, but I was like, oh, let's see. Let's open up this kombucha then. Oh, yeah. Hear that? That's good stuff. And it's homemade, so it's good. Everything is better when it's homemade. It really is. Let's get this quest done, because I keep banging that fucking mic with my goddamn leg, and it's bugging the shit out of me. I listened back to the other fucking record, and it was really driving me crazy. Yuck. It's because my desk is really loose, and I need to do something about it someday, like actually tighten it up. That, and I'm just lazy, and I don't feel like fixing it right now. I feel like playing Diablo. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm not even tired of this game yet, that's the magic. That's not her either, god damn it. It's like Hera the Bitch Queen or something like that. I don't know what her name is. It's been a while since I played. I always forget this quest because I just generally don't like doing it. Not because it's hard, it's just because I'm lazy. But it's good XP for now, so I can't bitch too much. There's not a lot of Diablo 2 that I really don't like. I mean, it's just all of Act 2. Pretty much all of Act 2 is all I don't like in Diablo 2. It's not even the worst, but it's just sluggish, and it slows the game down. Some people say Act 3 slows the game down, and I kind of can see where they're coming from. But I don't really feel that with Act 3. I don't know. It's never bugged me too much. Yeah, you can see we're starting to really eat shit when it comes to like lightning res right now. So I need to really start playing a little bit more cautiously, because this can end really poorly if I'm not careful. Did I find the... Yeah, I did find the waypoint. I had to look. So you can see one method of teleporting is just to teleport then move, because you can actually kind of gauge what you're going to go into. Do not teleport into stuff you have no idea. It's extremely dangerous, or if you're unfamiliar with doing it, because you will die very quickly. You know, it's not so bad in normal right now, but later on, oh boy, you will have a bad time, and you will say, Seth, I'm so sorry I ever doubted you. I like how I'm just ignoring the Flayer dungeon because I just don't feel like doing it right now. It's not even a hard dungeon, that's the thing, is nothing in this act is what I call particularly difficult. I guess the hardest part of it is probably... I don't know, like... I guess the council can be pretty bad. If you're very underleveled and have bad fire res, they're really nasty. Shut up, don't make noise at me. I don't like that. I don't like the underground dungeon here, the big one. It's a bit annoying. I think most people can agree with me on that. It's not bad, it's just big. It's genuinely the size of like 3 map areas, so of course I don't like it. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I might have missed. You see, I can't fully spam this yet. I'm getting there, but I can't do it just yet. I've already got that dungeon cleared out. I think there's only like 2 more where she can be in. So that's pretty cool. When am I gonna roll those amulets, by the way? I don't know. Probably when I get tired of looking at it. I don't know yet. That's a That's an ask mommy later when she's not angry question, because I don't know how to answer it. We should really go back for some potion, because I feel like I'm going to regret it if I don't. This is, like I said, mana consumption is pretty bad still.
Yes.
And we're not exactly ultra powerful yet.
Stay a while and listen.
Socketed. I didn't even mean to pick that up. I'll get rid of it, though. What was that charm? Fire res. Not really that needed. Not yet. Fucking... Someone wants me to have fire res right now. I don't want your fucking... jelly donuts, Private Pile. I don't know. Let's see. What's the main hurdle I'm worried about? It's actually, if I'm being real, the main thing I'm worried about is, obviously it's going to be fucking Mephisto, because he does cold damage and lightning damage, and those are the two things I don't have very much, very much control over. So, I'm a little bit scared, but, you know, Sorceress does have a lot of cheese options when it comes to Mephisto. There's the infamous, lake cheese. That's... yeah, you could do that. I'm not gonna do that, though, because I feel like that's too cheesy. I mean, that's too cheesy even for me. And I speedrun Dark Souls 2, for God's sake. Yeah, looks like we got rid of all of Kurast. That's cool, I guess. Always use wells. Wells are great when you find them. I mean, they're in pretty much every map type ever in some variation. They're always worth it. Looks like it's up here. It's the Kurast Causeway! You know, I've said that for almost 10 years, and I still don't know why I say that. It just sounds like some sort of, like, 80s bullshit's gonna start playing when we come up here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be some kids running on, like, the bridge, and then, like, fucking... everyone's gonna, like, be fist-pumping while they're running across it. It's the Kurast Causeway! No one can stop me! No one, no! No! It's the motherfucking Kurast Causeway! Yeah! That took way more energy than I was hoping it would. Let's kill the council! Fuck them. They don't need to be alive anymore. I have no reason to not kill them. Let's see how we do on them. Holy shit. Okay, that's a problem. We need cheese for this. Oh God, there we go. That could have been pretty bad. We got Column's Flail and a Grand Charmy. Cool. Hey, Shav, what are you doing? Fucking knock it off. God damn it. You're gonna fucking make everyone angry. Okay, so oh, fuck, that meteor could have kicked my ass. That was a very fucking dumb idea. So yeah, you can tell, just because I do a shitload of damage does not mean I can take a lot of abuse. That meteor, if I wasn't careful, could have been enough to kick my ass. Fucking stop! Thank you. I'm trying to pick up your friends' shit, so knock it off. What is hitting me? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we found the council. That's cool. Ridding Kurast of the council will prove invariably good for my erectile dysfunction. Okay. Why do I go straight there? Whoa. That's a pretty good Jared stone if I'm looking at it. I mean, it's not the best. This is not what I call worth keeping. If I got this, like, drop number 1 in the entire game, we might be having another question about it, but as it stands, that's not very good right now. Diablo and Bale. I could have stopped them, but I was too busy being a bitch. Bucci. Let's see. So, it's not good because of the size. We'll take that fire res too. Why did I put this in here? Fucking dummy. Oh, Jesus Christ. So that boosts our cold res up to 10 and 39 lightning. That's... oh my God, excuse me. That's not great, but It's fine. I can't bitch too much yet. It's not a huge problem right now. It might become one, but it's not a huge problem right now. But it's the Kuros Causeway! Can someone at least please understand? That makes sense to me. I feel like this is one of those things that it's just a long hallway, sorry, long walkway where people would run to 80s music. Does this make sense? Because it doesn't feel like it's a super crazy far-fetched idea. Alright, that's cool. Maybe you just think I'm crazy, that's fine. I really don't want to go get my fucking man back because it's an absolute pain in the ass to walk there. Okay, this is bad. These bitches can be a real pain in the ass. Okay. We're almost done with all the dungeons in Act 3, if you're curious. That's how efficient Sorceress clears shit. Jesus Christ. Okay. These things are just awful in Hell difficulty. They are essentially one-shots if you're not careful. They will stun-lock you into a fucking wall, and they will absolutely end your ass before you can even think about it. Well, that didn't end well. Let's go back to the Kuros Causeway! You know, I don't mean to brag, but I really do actually have... My mic's not doing it justice because it's not set up for equalizing it, but I do actually have pitch-perfect voice. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I've been singing since I was 14, and I actually do take some pride. I've had numerous people, including my roommate who is a vocal coach, say, yes, you have a very, very good voice. And it's impressive the amount of vocal range I can put out, considering I have asthma. So, it's one of those things I actually do take pride in. Maybe one of these days I'll make a cheesy 80s power metal song about going across the Kuros Causeway. There she is. No? God. Damn it, come on. She's a unique fucking girl demon thing. That's all I can tell you. She must not be in this one. That is awful. Anyways, we're looking for a fucking book. That's all we're looking for. This is bullshit. Fucking what's-his-nut sends me to do his goddamn job. Everyone just wants so much from me as a person, and I don't think I like that. Anyways, I'm trying to think of where the fuck I need to be. Oh, that is bad. That was a really bad idea. That just chipped away so much mana. Holy shit. Ugh. See if I can jump over here.
Not enough mana.
No? Ah! Oh, I love teleport. I really do. It's one of those skills that you don't realize is so good until you don't have it. And then you get it, and then you go, fucking, why doesn't every class have teleport? It's really quite like that. Did I even do the Kuros Bazaar? I don't even remember going through here. That's strange. She's probably in here. The ruined temple. Did you know that she can only be banished by the crystal shadows? Curiously strong, but he ain't selling mints. The rings on his finger entail the 4 elements. I can make it ring, sleep, stow, or hail, and if you riddle for my precious, you're bound to fail. If you've never heard Middle Earth by Lifeseeker, you're just not... We can't be friends anymore. Holy shit, that's a lot of bullshit. She's gotta be in this dungeon. I swear to God. Oh, there's something. Oh no, that's not her. That's just bullshit. Oh, there it is. Yay! Give me Liam Neeson's thing. Oh no, I gotta give it back to, damn it! Yeah, seriously, go look up Middle Earth by Lifeseeker, please. It's fantastic. It's just a song about Lord of the Rings in, like, funny, dumb rap style, and it's really fun. Hear ye, hear ye. I know the dark forces, I know where the orcs is, so come on, kids. Newer resources. I know that song, but not very well. I've only heard it a handful of times, and it always makes me smile. Let's get a level! Let's do it! No, I don't want to be over here. I want a level. We'll deal with that shit later. I've got to be like an inch away. Come on. I can sneeze on one of these dudes and get a level up. Come on, I know. Don't you hold out on me. I know your game. I know your jam. Don't you reckon hype at me. That's not my prerogative, okay? Why did I pick that up, of all things? Ugh. I hate Eth equipment. Everyone seems to like Eth equipment, but that's because they can use, like, what's it called? You can use, like, that Zod trick or whatever, to where you can always have it, like, infinitely work. And that's... I don't know, that just doesn't seem fair. Let's talk to Alcor, though, and get this shit taken care of. Yo, I found your book.
You have found the book.
The book.
May the black book bring a black day to hell.
Black book bring a black day. Could you say that any more awkwardly? I love the dialogue of this game. I'm glad they didn't change it in D2R. That is something I'm very happy they didn't do. There's something endearing about the cheesy quality. That's why I would probably say one of my favorite characters in the entire Diablo franchise is the rogue from Diablo 1, Bloodraven, because she's like... She has like the most extremely bad voice acting. She's trying to do the I'm a sexy warrior girl voice, and it's really funny. And so when she dies, she makes like this pseudo-orgasm sound, and it's just like... Ah! Like, I'm doing it, I'm not even gonna do it as loud as she actually does it, and like, it like peaks the audio really high when she dies every time. And it's like on a separate channel to the other audio channels, I'm pretty sure, so it like blares into your eardrums regardless of how loud the game volume is. Oh, finally, I fucking leveled good. Yes. Cool, we're done with Kurost. Yay. Hello. Why do I keep picking up garbage? I don't want it. It's not my prerogative. I'm gonna keep saying that. I think it's a Phil Collins song. I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of, 70s music. This is probably not the 70s. This is probably like the 80s, and that's my favorite time period in music. Do I really need that fire res? I don't really think so. What's my fire res at right now? Let me gander. Yeah, I don't need it. Not right now. Fire res is looking pretty solid. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Give me all the things. And we'll level another into Vit. And... oh, baby. A subscriber. 24... we're at 25. We should be casting Blizzard right quick. One more level and we can start kind of hodgepodging the build together, man. I'll see you in the next one.